Yo, what's up, guys? It's Ghosted, and we're back on the Surrender 20 website. This time, we're looking at the 11.17 PBE cycle, all the buffs and changes that's coming up in the new patch. First up, we got his EKKO. He's getting a damage against monsters increase from 150 to 200%. Seems like they're trying to bring him back into the meta. His Z drive passive I think he was really good in the meta last season for jungle, but they're trying to push him even more. They're putting him up to 200%, and when they get up to that 200% range, then that means Riot really wants to push them. But because there's other champions that also have a number similar to this, the 150%, like Zed, Garen, Darius, they all do, but they're not pushed as much because it's not as good. They can jungle, but it's not good jungle. But yeah, they're trying to push EKKO back into the meta. That's all right. But let's go ahead and look at Evelyn. Her R cooldown is being lowered from 140 to 80 to 120 to 80. So buffing it for the earlier ranks, giving it a 120-second cooldown. I don't really like that because, again, Evelyn is a pretty cancerous jungler to face against. She's perma off vision, perma invisible. You have to put down like a whole bunch of control wards for her. And even then, you can't really push up if you don't have vision because she's obviously going to come up and kill you. And her R being on an even lower cooldown doesn't make it any better. Pretty sure they only did this because she got a new legendary skin, but it is what it is at the end of the day. Next up, we have his Gangplank, his Trial by Fire passive. The movement speed is being changed from 30% to 15 and 30% scaling by level. That's true, okay. And his Q counts as a ranged basic attack. What does that mean? Counts as a ranged basic attack. Powder Keg E benefits from crit strike at 125 effectiveness. Max barrel change from 3 at all ranks to 3, 3, 4, 4, and 5. Wow, wait. They're giving 5 barrels at max rank? This is crazy. I might have to. Hey. Ammo recharge time increased from 18 to 10, being increased to 18 to 14. Okay, I like this actually. This is a big buff. So instead of 3, the max is 5, so he can really make like a long ass combo, but he probably won't be able to hit it because it's like, yeah, he probably can't hit it because if he tries to, he won't be in range for his Q. Or his Q isn't long enough to hit, but yeah, Cake explosion triggered by yada yada. Okay, so I'm pretty sure they're buffing it so then it does more with crit. So they want you to build crit on him instead of building like, you still build crit on him, but you build like semi-tanky if you're going top Gangplank. So I don't know. I'm assuming that's why they changed it so that you go more crit like IE, PD, Essence Reaver, stuff like that. Next up we have his Graves. His end of the line mana cost is being increased from 60 to 80. They're trying to get him out of that mid lane, boy. They're trying to get Graves back into the jungle and push him instead of him being in mid. This is good. It's gonna make him required to use his Q less, use it more sparingly because his Q is pretty good mid if you use it against terrain. Other than that, I don't see a problem with it. Next up we have is Irelia. Her heal blood surge Q is being lowered from 12 to 20% AD to 8 to 16% AD. Good. His healing was crazy, bro. I'm telling you, this champion. This champion's crazy overall. I don't know. I just feel like she's so strong. She can be flex 2 lanes, 3 potentially if she just goes by just farms because her passive or her W damage reduction is crazy. Her stacks, I don't know. I just think she's an insane champion. Pretty strong. I used to think she was bad in team fights, but that's not the case really. But yeah, good nerfs to her. Hopefully this will make her a little bit weaker. Next up we have Kane. Sad to see. Obviously he was a little bit OP, not gonna lie, but sad to see. The damage is being lowered from 12 to 44% to 8 to 30%. That's a decent nerf. I didn't even know that his abilities did bonus magic damage. I thought it was just his auto attacks, but that's something new you learn, Next up we have is Leona. Her W bonus armor and MR lowered from 20 to 40 to 15 to 35. Okay, so just a 5% decrease, or yeah, 5% decrease at all ranks. Not bad, or not the worst because she does get pretty tanky. Next up we have is Lissandra, base AD increased from 53 to 55, and her Ice Shard mana Q cost is being lowered from 60 to 80 to 55 to 75. So 5 lowered at all ranks again. Next up we have is Nami. Her Ebb and Flow W damage increased from 70 to 230 to 75 to 235, and her heal is being increased from 60 to 160 to 65 to 165. I don't like it when Nami becomes really strong because when she's really strong, she is really like kind of broken. Like, I'm not gonna lie. And we already have Lulu, who is pretty much. Well, I'm assuming they're trying to make her like a better Lulu, because Lulu's kind of cracked right now. No matter what, it's like champion so much peel, and well, not even so much peel, but just can create a raid boss at the click of a button. But we have some Rengar changes. We'll look into that at the bottom. Next up, we have some Senna. Let's see. Attack speed increase. Attack speed ratio increased from 0.4 to 0.45. Crit damage increased from 150 to 160%. Soul rate drop on minion kill increased from 4.16 to 8.33. Looks like we seeing some Senna buffs, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like seeing Senna buffs. I'm gonna be honest. She's annoying to see. Very annoying, especially when she starts shooting you from a fucking football field away and slows you. That's gonna be annoying as hell. And she does more damage. Hey, they may have to revert this. Not gonna lie. We have Teemo. His toxic shot damage on hit increased from 11 to 55 to 14 to 58. Teemo needs some buffs. Weak ass champion. If you pick him, hey, you're kind of trolling. I won't lie. I mean, he's fun to play, I bet, but he just doesn't fit on any team comp really. And he's kind of useless out of laning phase if he doesn't get a lead like that. Next up, we have his Viego. Damn. This was like my second main right here. We have his auto attack range being lowered from 225 to 200. Sovereign's passive, his heal on body take, is being changed from 8% plus 25 plus 0.25 or 0.025 bonus AD. Okay, I don't know if you guys want me to read all this, but this is it right here. This is what it used to be. This is it now. They just changed, I think, they just changed the base of it. It was from 8 to 3%, and then they're changing the bonus 80 to 0.3 instead of 0.025. So, and they're also changing this to 0.02 and plus 5% of his attack speed. They're just trying to make him use his crit modifiers and attack speed modifiers more, because honestly, you don't even need to build crit on him to really be like a really strong champion as Viego. Crit multiplier being increased from 75% to 100%. His E camo radius is being increased from 400 to 450, and his slow duration is lowered from 0.5 to 0.25. All right, I just, hopefully you can still go tank on him. It doesn't like gut it completely, but they're just trying to push for crit a little bit more. Next, we have his Xayah. Her double daggers Q is being, the cast chain is being changed from the cast time is being changed from 0.25 to 0.25 to 0.1, scaling with attack speed. It doesn't say that anywhere on here though, the cast time. Wish it did. But yeah, the cast time. I didn't even know it had a cast time that scaled with attack speed. It's crazy. Next up we have is her Feather Storm damage increase from 125 to 375 to 200 to 400. Alright, we got Zed. Bonus AD on his Q being increased from 100% to 110%. The E bonus AD is being lowered from 80% to 65%. And his R cooldown changed from 120 to 60 to 120 to 80. I don't know if they needed to nurse that. I thought he was fine the way he was, honestly. If anything, his E probably just needed to be changed. I don't know about his R or his Q. Those are kind of fine, but next up we have his Gyomus Ghostblade. The recipe is being changed. It's Serrated Dirk and a Caulfield Hammer plus 700 gold. And then we have total cost being lowered from 3,000 to 2,900. AD lowered from 60 to 55, but it gives 15 ability haste. We have Hull Breaker. They're really trying to push this item for York and other split pushers. From 300 to 400 health. Divine Sunderer getting a big nerf. Well, not a big nerf, but just a nerf in general. They're just taking away 5 AD from it. And Serpent's Fang, one of the items that they need to give to AP champions, but they won't. Being lowered from 18 to 12. Let's go ahead and look. Is there anything else we missed out here? We have some champion adjustments. We have one for action. Let's take a look. His passive, Dirty Fighting. Second attack will be more consistent, complete on targets when the first attack is executed at max range. Improvement in predicting if the first attack will kill the target, including shields on the target, and on hit effects. On action, like Wit's End and Kraken Slayer, going rogue, action can no longer claim scoundrels when he is dead. His E heroic swing, the damage is being changed from 30 to 130 plus 10% bonus AD to 30 to 110 plus 17.5 bonus AD. And the heroic swing will no longer end early on towers, and his R comeuppance, the minions will be consistently executed regardless of armor bonuses like Hullbreaker or Baron Nasher. And the cooldown, when cancelled by CC, will be 5 seconds instead of 15. Okay. Let's check out the Amumu changes. We got base health, health per level 80 to 75, armor per level 3.8 to 3.5. Amumu now has 2 charges of his Q. Damage is being changed from 80 to 280 plus 70% AP to 70 to 190 plus 85% AP. Ability haste is 3 seconds, not reduced by haste. Oh, ability cooldown 3 seconds, not reduced by haste. Charge cooldown is 16 to 14 seconds. Okay. Damage per second or per 2 ticks, 8 to 24 plus 1 to 2% plus 0.5 per 100 AP of target's maximum health is being changed to 12 to 28 plus 1 scaling to 1.6% plus 0.5 per 100 AP of target's maximum health. Amumu's R, Curse of the Sad Mummy, is being changed from 1.5 to 2 seconds to just being 1.5 seconds overall. They're trying to make Amumu really lock down people with his 2 charges on his Q. Next up we have is his Gangplank. We already saw this. And then we're gonna look at Lucian, his new passive change. The base AD is being lowered from 64 to 62. New passive Vigilance, ally buffs empower Lucian's next 2 basic attacks to deal an additional 14 plus 10% total attack damage as magic damage. And the max auto stacks is being changed from 2 to 4. Let's see. Ardent Blaze W the mana cost is being lowered from 70 to 60. Allies proccing the mark also trigger Vigilance. The damage per shot is being changed from 20 to 60 plus 25% AD to 15 to 45 plus 25 AD. And the number of shots is going to be scaling more. Instead of 22 to 34, it's going to be 22 plus 25 of his crit chance. Okay. Nice. And then I think we already saw this. Yeah, this is the Viego stuff. So overall, this is a pretty big patch. A lot of new changes. A lot of stuff's going to be changing on the PB and stuff. I'm sad to see Viego getting nerfed, you know. Only champion that I feel like deserved to get nerfed here is Kane, Irelia, and probably Graves. Champion buff. I don't know if they need to buff EKKO, but this will surely push him back into the jungle meta. I think they should just keep him mid and make him a stronger mid laner. But he's already fine mid. Evelyn didn't need to get buffed. Lissandra, she's annoying to face, so she's annoying to face in lane and in team fights. Nami, dangerous, buffing her. Same with Senna. Teemo's fine, and Zaya is also okay. And then we'll have to see about the champion adjustments. Well, not really action, but more so Amumu, Gangplank, and Lucian. We'll have to see what those are about. But anyways, guys, let me know if you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know down in the comment section below, and I will see you guys next time.